Hey, what's up, Man of Steel fans, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving headfirst into something monumental, something that has the potential to redefine superhero cinema as we know it, and quite possibly, restore the rightful glory of one of the most iconic characters ever created. We are, of course, talking about James Gunn's highly anticipated, simply titled, Superman movie. For years, the Man of Steel has soared across comic book pages and silver screens, embodying hope, truth, and justice. But after a period of uncertainty in the cinematic universe, all eyes are now firmly fixed on July 11, 2025, the date this new era of Superman is set to blast off into theaters. This isn't just another superhero movie, it's the foundational cornerstone of James Gunn and Peter Safran's entirely new DC universe. And trust me, there's a lot to unpack, a lot to be excited about, and a whole lot of reasons why this film feels different. So, grab your capes, because we're about to explore everything we know, everything we hope for, and why Superman is poised to be an absolute game changer. Superman. The name itself conjures images of unwavering heroism, boundless power, and a moral compass that never falters. He's not just a character, he's an ideal. He's the first, the template for virtually every superhero that followed. But for all his iconic status, bringing Superman to the big screen in a way that consistently resonates with modern audiences has proven to be a surprisingly challenging task. We've seen the groundbreaking of Christopher Reeve, who was Superman. We've witnessed the gritty, deconstructed take in Man of Steel, exploring the burdens of godlike power. Each iteration has offered something unique, yet the clamor for a universally beloved, consistently hopeful Man of Tomorrow has remained strong. The weight of that cape is immense, carrying decades of comic book lore, fan expectations, and the very soul of the superhero genre. The previous DC Extended Universe, while having its moments, struggled with a cohesive vision. Enter James Gunn and Peter Safran, the new co-CEOs of DC Studios. Their mandate? To build a unified, interconnected DC universe from the ground up, starting with Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. And at the forefront, leading the charge, is Superman. This isn't just a standalone film, it's the statement piece, the tone setter, the very foundation upon which an entire cinematic universe will be built. The success of this movie is paramount, not just for the character, but for the entire future of DC on film. It's a huge responsibility, but if anyone can wield that power, it's the man at the helm. And that man is James Gunn. Now, if you've followed superhero cinema at all in the last decade, you know Gunn's name. He's the mad genius behind Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, films that took obscure characters and turned them into household names with heart, humor, and spectacular action. He then hopped over to DC and delivered The Suicide Squad, a R-rated, no-holds-barred spectacle that was both hilarious and surprisingly emotional, followed by the critically acclaimed Peacemaker series. What does Gunn bring to Superman that makes this so exciting? Firstly, his deep understanding of comic book characters. He doesn't just adapt, he interprets, finding the core essence of what makes these heroes, and anti-heroes, tick. He understands the balance between sincerity and cynicism, the epic and the intimate. He's known for injecting a unique blend of humor, genuine emotion, and often, a touch of the bizarre, but always grounded in character. Gunn has repeatedly emphasized that this Superman won't be an origin story in the traditional sense. We won't be rehashing Krypton's explosion or his youth on the Kent farm extensively. Instead, the film will focus on Superman already existing in the world, balancing his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as Clark. He's explicitly stated the film will embody truth, justice, and the American way but with a modern lens, focusing on kindness in a world that might see it as old-fashioned. This promises a Superman who is both classic and contemporary, a beacon of hope in a complex world. Gunn's ability to weave together ensemble casts, make obscure characters shine, and tell emotionally resonant stories gives us immense confidence that he can deliver a Superman film that truly flies. Now, let's talk about the faces that will bring this new vision to life. The casting process for Superman was, as expected, a huge deal, and Gunn took his time to find the perfect fits. Stepping into the iconic red and blue, as Clark Kent and Superman, we have David Corenswet. If you've seen him in The Politician or Pearl, you know he possesses that classic Hollywood leading man charm, a quiet intensity, and a physical presence that just feels right for Superman. He has the height, the jawline, and most importantly, the eyes that convey both the earnestness of Clark and the unwavering resolve of Kal-El. Fans have been clamoring for a Superman who embodies that warmth and strength, and Corenswet seems perfectly poised to deliver. He's a relatively fresh face for a role of this magnitude, which allows audiences to truly see him as Superman, rather than comparing him constantly to previous iterations. This is a deliberate and smart choice by Gunn. Opposite him, as the intrepid, sharp-witted Lois Lane, we have the phenomenal Rachel Brosnahan. Known globally for her Emmy-winning work in The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Brosnahan brings a quick wit, intelligence, and undeniable charisma to the role. Lois Lane is more than just a love interest, she's Superman's intellectual equal, his grounding force, and a powerhouse journalist in her own right. Brosnahan has the comedic timing and dramatic chops to make this Lois truly shine, creating a dynamic partnership with Corenswet's Clark. Their chemistry will be crucial, and these two seem like a match made in Metropolis. And what's Superman without his arch-nemesis? Taking on the brilliant, bald, and menacing role of Lex Luthor is Nicholas Hoult. Hoult is an incredibly versatile actor. From Mad Max, Fury Road to The Great, he's proven his ability to embody both intensity and nuanced villainy. He was even a contender for Superman himself, which speaks to his range. We know Gunn prefers to dive deep into his villain's motivations, and seeing Holt's take on a Lex who already hates Superman's guts from the beginning promises a rich, complex antagonist who isn't just evil for evil's sake. The dynamic between this new Superman and this new Luthor is one of the most anticipated aspects of the film. But the cast doesn't stop there. Gunn is populating Metropolis and the wider DCU with an incredible ensemble. We have Skylar Gisondo as the eager, lovable Jimmy Olsen, Wendell Pierce as the no-nonsense Perry White, bringing a gravitas to the Daily Planet's editor-in-chief. And in a move that truly signals the interconnected nature of the new DCU, we're getting more than just the core trio. We have Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, one of the Green Lanterns, a character known for his brash, often comedic, personality, a perfect fit for Fillion and Gunn's style. Isabela Merced joins as Hoult Edi Gathegi as Mr. Terrific, and Anthony Carrigan, known for his incredible work as NoHo Hank and Barry, as Metamorpho. And even Maria Gabriela de Faria as the villainous engineer. This indicates that Superman will be set in a world already populated by other heroes and metahumans, adding a rich tapestry to the narrative right from the start. It's not just a Superman story, it's a story within a burgeoning superhero world. So, what can we expect from the story of Superman? As James Gunn has stated, it's not a traditional origin story, which is a refreshing change. We've seen baby Kal-El arrive on Earth, we've seen him discover his powers. This film starts with Clark Kent already established as a cub reporter at the Daily Planet, with Lois Lane already knowing him. Lex Luthor's animosity towards Superman is also already present. The official, albeit brief, synopsis states that Superman embarks on a journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as Clark Kent. This suggests a focus on the internal conflict of the character, the duality of his existence. He's a god among men, but he was raised by human parents, instilling in him a deep sense of morality and compassion. The challenge will be showing how he navigates a world that might be cynical or distrustful of his inherent goodness and power. Gunn has also hinted at inspiration from Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman comic series, a beloved run that explores Superman's mortality and his impact on the world. While not a direct adaptation, elements of that story, focusing on Superman as a symbol of hope, his selflessness, and his unique perspective on humanity, could deeply inform this film. We might see him confronting grand, almost philosophical challenges, beyond just punching the bad guy. The inclusion of multiple other heroes like Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, and Metamorpho suggests that Superman will be dealing with a world that is already aware of and potentially grappling with the existence of superpowered individuals. This isn't the first time an alien falls to Earth, it's a world that has to figure out how to coexist with these incredible beings, and Superman, as the purest example, will be at the center of that. Will these other heroes be allies, or will there be friction? The potential for compelling team-ups and ideological clashes is enormous. And of course, the central villain, Lex Luthor. With Nicholas Hoult in the role, and Gunn at the helm, we can expect a highly intelligent, perhaps even sympathetic at times, but ultimately ruthless Lex. His hatred for Superman often stems from a belief that humanity doesn't need an alien savior, that they can achieve greatness on their own. This ideological battle, rather than just a physical one, could be incredibly engaging. Gunn has also teased that this Lex will be the main villain, and hinted at a potentially more physically capable version of him, perhaps drawing from Apex Lex concepts from the comics, which would elevate the stakes considerably. What's truly exciting is that Superman isn't just a movie, it's the beginning of something much larger. It's the first theatrical film in Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters of the new DC Universe. We already know that TV shows like Creature Commandos and Waller will precede its release, setting the stage. And following Superman, we have projects like Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow and The Brave and the Bold, featuring Batman and Robin, already on the slate. This film is tasked with establishing the tone, the rules, and the feel of this new universe. If Superman delivers on its promise, a hopeful, character-driven, action-packed epic, it will provide the bedrock for all future DCEU projects. It's about showing audiences that DC is back, unified, and ready to tell compelling stories that honor the characters' legacies while pushing them forward. This isn't just a reboot, it's a rebirth, a statement of intent, and a commitment to quality storytelling. And with James Gunn leading the charge, the future of DC finally feels truly bright. So there you have it, folks. James Gunn's Superman is shaping up to be far more than just another superhero movie. It's a carefully crafted, deeply considered reimagining of an icon, designed to kickstart an entire universe. With a fantastic cast, a visionary director, and a fresh approach that prioritizes character and hope, July 11, 2025, can't come soon enough. Are you excited for the new Superman? What are you hoping to see from David Corenswet, Rachel Brosnahan, and Nicholas Hoult? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please smash that like button, subscribe for more superhero content, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep soaring high.